some of the Seeker Stones to learn about others who held said stones, and you learned that um, Gunner was about a half day's travel before you took a long rest, and then you decided to take a long rest, which is where we will start our session now.
Oops.
Sorry.
One second. Your music is too loud.
Yeah, you got to turn it almost all the way down. Oh, as morning comes, there is very little natural light that goes through as you guys are underwater still.
All right. I guess I will go check in with the rest of the group since we got a couple of hours now. um, is Cass/Vale still blobbing it up in the main quarters?
I don't know how connected the inside of the boat is, but would I have had access to food?
Yeah.
Cool. I would have been, yeah. They were up all night, but if I have access to food, then I will make some type of breakfast that's maybe a little stale, waiting for the rest of the group to wake up.
Yeah, as you go to do that, Leland is already working on something that some might call breakfast. He's got some kind of a stew going on, and he's throwing. You see a bunch of vegetables that are like totally like dried out and dehydrated, and you see him kind of throwing them into the stew. So he's working on something.
All right. Well, I'll leave him to it.
Okay.
More time to sulk.
After a short while, in the kind of main living quarters in the bottom of your ship, Leland sets out some plates with some vegetable broth and some stale crackers.
Okay.
Looks better than I was gonna make, honestly.
Well, at least it's
Moogie
warm.
comes down at this point and just beeline straight to the food. Just no expression, starts eating gratefully.
He just says, "Little Captain," and moves kind of past you and kind of goes off to his own thing. He says, "I suppose I'll be getting ready to have us resurface, so I'll be setting up the ship. You just let us know when we're ready, Captain."
Thanks, Leland. Just to let you all know, Gunner is like probably like 4 hours away from us at this point. Definitely coming towards us. Maybe he's just coming to New Callum, but I highly doubt that's all he's doing. Oh,
We should get our
and
tattoos removed.
I also did omit some other truths that I probably should not have omitted last night, and I'm apologizing about that now. You can see all of the Savage 6 now, I guess, with the Sister Stone, including Solidor. Just a heads up.
Okay, but they can see us when we have it too, right?
Yeah, we should probably not do that.
Yeah.
Are the sister stones? Is that what the Duke was? Are those his red things?
I think that was one of the items.
Yeah, it was just one of his something inside of his talisman.
Yeah, so to be clear, what you would know is you would know who last held the Sister Stone, and you would know where the Sister Stone currently is.
Is it a specific thing? Like, are they labeled? Basically, do you know who is who, or do you just know, like, hey, there's somebody 4 miles away?
No, it tells you exactly who it is
Okay.
and where they are.
Well, I mean, who, besides the magic item, yeah, who has tattoos still that
Uh,
probably need to come off?
just the
I think
Mookie
Samugi and
eye.
yeah.
Okay. Well, for the 24 long rests that Alara took, I'm sure she's got a spell or two to spare, so I will. Alara comes down at this point, catches the last bit of this conversation, and says, "Well, I'm happy to help." Walks over to you, Smoogs, and let me see. Spell slots, spell slots, spell slots. Um, is it just Samugi? Or is there anybody else?
Also Sandara.
Remove curse. Is that a third level? Yes, it is. Okay. Burning two of these. Rolling. This is for Samugi. Oh, yeah, you're good. Curse removed for Samugi.
She's lifted.
And I rolled the same thing, two natural 19s.
Wow.
Curse
Jesus.
removed for Sandara.
Alara was prepared this morning.
So with your curse
Thank you.
removed, you've had breakfast. What would you all like to do?
Um, so what do we do with this stone that we took off of the Duke? Do I just throw it into the... It seems helpful to have, but it also seems like it is a problem.
Is it actively telling our location, or we have to like tap into it to reveal where we are and where they are?
I don't know.
Hmm. Can you tell just by like holding it or something? Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, is it a thing that's always on, or can I inspect the item in some manner to figure out how exactly it works?
Yeah, I plop it down on the table.
I pull out a tuning fork, a homemade one from somewhere, not like a proper one, and begin, tapping and figuring out this magic item.
Sorry, which one?
The Sister Stone?
Okay. So you're identifying it?
We already identified it, I thought.
Right. So sorry, you're just interrogating it to try to see where things are?
Okay, if we identified it, then how do we know how exactly it works? Is it an always on thing, or is it something that...
So like I said, it tells you the last person to have held the stone, and it tells you the general location of where the stone is. So for example, yours would say the last person that held the stone was Sandara, and the general location of the stone right now is like underwater just outside the harbor of New Callum. So for example, if someone like threw the stone underwater or something like that, it would be like the last person who touched the stone was Cassius. The stone is currently at the bottom of the sea, at like just outside of New Callum. So it doesn't give you like an exact location of the uh, holder. It gives you a decent location of where the stone is and who last held it.
Oh,
Mm.
well then that's not a problem at all. If we just hold on to it, I mean, the only way somebody else gets it is if we die, and then it's like, well, they know where it is. right?
But if we move, it will tell them where we are. Like if we move from underwater outside New Callum and we go to New Callum,
Yeah,
if someone taps in, it will tell them that we're in New Callum. So we could use it as bait or get rid of it.
I haven't slept in 8 hours, so the choice is up to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you look like a wet seaweed.
Thank you.
Um, we could bury it outside of the city, and then we have it. We know where it is if we need it. If this sinister Savage Seven take it, that's a loss of resources, but they don't know where we are.
True. I think it's
Yeah.
probably not wise to keep it on our persons.
I agree.
Yeah, we should. I mean, my first instinct is to throw it into the harbor, but then again, we wouldn't be able to retrieve it so easily.
Yeah, I'm not great at swimming.
But besides that, we have a business to attend to in the city, I believe. I think we need to get paid at the very least, and then
Yes.
if there's any personal business, last things we want to do. If Gunner's coming, I don't want to fight Gunner, right? We're in agreement. We're running.
I don't really want to fight Gunner right now, no. I mean, I don't like the guy, but
Yeah. Okay. Get paid, last goodbyes, and maybe blow up a factory.
I like that plan. I love that plan. Oh, and I need to, yeah. Let's do that. Should I get rid of this stone now? Because I mean, Gunner could just find us even now that our tattoos are gone.
Yeah, we should leave it somewhere in New Callum. Just bury it somewhere.
So
Go to a random place and bury it. He knows we're in the city, so, right? Yeah.
let's do it. I guess we will dock and get things going.
Okay, so you want to resurface?
Not really, no. But yeah.
Okay. So as you cautiously resurface, Leland is the first one to go above deck, and he just says, Captains, you might want to come out here.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Don't like that.
Okay, Leland. Okay, I want to chug some broth. Just oh god. Here we go. All right.
Slowly push myself up. Begin warbling to the top of the deck.
Okay. As you do, on the docks and standing on the water, surrounding your ship, you see about 20 warriors that are in completely golden armor, wielding double-bladed pole arms. Some of them dipped into the ocean, the ones that are standing on it, that is just creating this like column of steam as the blades are immolated in flame. And one of them out on the docks, it's hard to see because they're completely wearing golden masks, but one of them just says, using a thaumaturgy such that their voice just echoes over the ocean. They say, Warriors of the Gilded Glaive, I need you to come with us. you are hereby under arrest for the murder of one of the Opulent Consortium.
Oh. Yeah, this isn't good, guys.
No, yes, I
Do not
cast-
resist and stand trial for your actions.
We should have collected more evidence before we murdered him.
Are we going to fight this now or later?
I don't think this is a fighting type of situation.
Okay. Yeah. Neither did I. I was just making sure. I put my hands up and I walk all the way out.
Okay. So you guys exit the docks and travel with them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So they're gonna board your vessel. At this point, you watch as Leland, before any of this happened, he tried to slip below decks to try to hide.
Good man.
He just kind of looks at you, Cass, on the way out. He says, "They're gonna try to make me go on land. I can't do that, Captain."
Leland, if you can get a boat off the side or something, get yourself
Or
free if you
like-
can.
Or just hide in like a compartment. I bet
Yeah.
there's a secret compartment
At a
somewhere.
place where there's little loose boards, just small enough for an old man to slip into. So he is going to slink away. But they're going to bring your bosun. Briggs the Goblin is also there. And he just says, "It's up to you guys if you want to fight this. We got this. Trust me, Captain. I win these." And you just see as he pulls and heaves like this huge barrel of gunpowder and just like takes a just matchbook of matches and just rubs it against his like goblin stubborn, lights it, and just like, "You just sit."
I lean in close to his ears. Make sure Leland is safe. But if you need to, fuck this ship.
He just goes, "You got it, Captain." And he like kicks the barrel over and then just like go and walks over towards it.
Not now, you little fucking... What are you doing?
He says, "I mean, seems pretty fucked, but last resort, right." Oh. And then just follows Leland, and they're going to attempt to hide. But the rest of your party is gathered by these mercenaries, or go ahead and I'd say Cass and anyone proficient in history can make a history check here.
Is it related to a magic item, alchemical object, or technological device?
No.
It's all you.
Maybe it be somebody else because I got a natural one.
Yeah. So again, you don't know anything about these guys, but you get the sense that they mentioned the Opulent Consortium. You presume that there's something of like the law here in Newtown.
I also got a natural one.
Perfect.
So
So it works.
that's all we're finding out.
So with that, you are led through the city. There's it's like a small spectacle seeing this army of warriors out. As you travel, you see some clockwork soldiers here and there, like standing idly. But it doesn't. They almost look like they're like deactivated. They're not doing anything. You are brought to the north end of New Callum, into the Cloud District, one of the nicer, more affluent areas, and you are brought to this beautiful, like jade palace. As you're on this walk, is there any conversing you want to do, or anything you want to prepare or do anything?
How closely watched are we?
You've got pretty closely. I mean,
Okay.
you've come peacefully, so like the the warriors that are leading you don't feel that you're much of a threat right now.
Sandara, you still have
So
that stone?
yeah, I still have the stone.
Fucking get rid of it.
Okay. Where do I just throw it down the street, or
All
is
I'm
there
thinking is how
is there a
terrible. No, we just
is
need to
there
get
like a
rid of it.
grate on the ground or something? Like a can I drop it in a sewer grate that I notice as I'm walking past, or
You can try. You're looking for like a. I mean, it's a small stone. Like you get the sense with a. If you're apt enough, yeah. You. I
oh,
would say, go ahead.
I was just gonna say if there's I can also like mage hand it away. I just don't want it to be like just on the ground. I would like it to be somewhere that if I want to come back and find it, I could.
You get the sense that any amount of spell casting will draw fire, unless you have some kind of way to conceal it.
I do. Okay.
Samugi kind of just whispers, "I'll make a distraction. You say when."
I don't know when. I don't know where to put this thing.
Where are we walking through right now?
Is there a bush?
There's not a whole bunch of foliage. Like right now, you're on a cobblestone street. It's pretty busy. Um, and again, there's like a bunch of these guards.
Actually, Cass, Vale, Samugi. Maybe it would be helpful if Gunnar showed up right now. I'm just throwing that out there.
I thought about that, and then I thought we're being held for murder, and the person who owns a prison we escaped from is coming back.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not going back there.
I agree. That's a good point. Okay.
We could leave it there when we get there to sabotage wherever there is. You know,
Can I throw it on top of a roof?
Yeah, how are you doing that? Like throwing it or?
I will subtle mage hand.
Okay.
Samugi starts acting all dizzy and senile, and starts like tripping over himself.
Okay, make a performance check.
Oh boy. Not much of an actor. 6.
6. Okay. Immediately as you start doing that, one of the guards behind you just like kind of like palms your upper back and is like, okay, that's enough. Kind of pushes you forward. Sandara, go ahead and give me a spellcasting ability check at advantage.
Okay.
And I would say, you have that. Don't you use that item that gives you like what does it do? Something with sleight of hand.
Oh, yeah, I do. I get extra bonus to sleight of hand.
So add your proficiency modifier to this too, because this is essentially a sleight of hand check using your spellcasting ability modifier.
Sweet. That is. Oh, sweet. That's like a 28, 27.
Okay.
19
So-
plus 5. 24. Yeah, 28. Sorry, math.
Yeah. So I'd say no one sees where this stone goes, and it can go like I'd say up to 90 feet anywhere from your position. So yeah, it's on top of some roof right now in the middle of the city.
I take note of what roof.
Okay. Yeah.
So, top of a roof on the Cloud District.
Okay. At this point, you are led to this beautiful, like cherry blossom garden, and inside is this large jade palace. You were brought off the side, not to a main entrance, but to what looks like a a side entrance where there is this kind of marble hallway that you are led through. You see a large antechamber there where there are a row of 10 marble and jade thrones kind of stacked next to each other, and then 2 additional ones sitting up front. The one on the you notice one of the seats is empty, and every single one is otherwise filled with a member of the Merchant Council as you are led in. Before you go, there are half of the guards enter before you, and the other half flank you as they lead you in. And with that, you are brought into this chamber. A very finely dressed, almost dressed like in more like noble clothing of like a merchant, like suit, pants, like finely buttoned up shirt. This kind of dark-skinned, short-haired female approaches you and just says, "You stand before the Opulent Council. You have been charged with the murder of a council member within his own home. How do the defendants plea?"
Not guilty.
And does this one speak for the rest of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Very well. And then she kind of looks over to her side, and she says, "Lucius," and you watch as this this individual that's actually in a kind of like this patchwork, like brass wheelchair, who's off towards your far right in the back, begins rolling towards you. He's on a set of stairs, but you watch as the chair goes over to the stairs, it just like levitates off and gently like levitates down to the floor. And as he rolls forward, he says, "Yes, Counselor. I will begin my statement. We've got multiple eyewitness accounts of individuals who both saw 2 of these individuals enter the Duke's home, and
Possible.
then initiated some encounter while burglarizing said home. As they drew him out, there were more waiting, clearly an ambush, and they murdered him on his own lawn. These same individuals followed them back and found their large boat that was docked illegally, might I add, outside of the port, where they then used some strange magics to sink the ship beneath the water, once again creating a hazard on the waterway. I mean, I'm counting multiple counts of failing to pay the fees of an upstanding citizen for basic services. And then the big one, obviously, is the murder of a council member, which simply, under no circumstances, can go unpunished. And with that, she just says, "Thank you, Counselor. Do you have anyone that wishes to act as a representative?"
Can we get a lawyer?
As you say that, everyone looks very visibly annoyed.
I'm sorry, I am not from this place. I do not know how the justice system works. I'm just where I'm from. You get representation, so I was just checking. Sorry, did not mean to offend.
If you wish for this to go to trial, you do have a right to representation. However, I ask again, are you sure you want to enter the plea of not guilty?
See, I feel that that's a question I would ask my lawyer, but I'm not sure. But I don't feel guilty, but again, very unsure of how the justice system works here.
You see Lucius just go, I would like to ask that we enter into the record the plaintiff's lack of remorse.
Or a
I-
simple parking ticket.
He was trying to kidnap me. I'm just.
With that, we'll have a short recess and we'll have someone find a counselor for them. With that, you're ushered into a side room and just made to wait. The doors enclosed, so you have a space completely to yourself for a while.
Just the system work here, guys. I don't understand.
I don't know if I feel like if it's anything similar to Brightwater, we're pretty fucked. We did all those things, and by all accounts,
Okay,
we
no,
are
whoa. We paid the fee for docking for sure. We did that. Now, did we park illegally? Maybe, but
Yeah.
nobody hit our ship. Our ship was. That's fine. I'm willing to concede guilty for that. Now the Duke, that's
Is
a lot.
the
That's
room totally secure?
After a short while, the room is opened, and you see this kind of like frazzled-haired, balding halfling roll up, who's got kind of like brunette hair that's like in a comb over, and he's wearing like a kind of a button-up. I don't know, like 8-button coat with a couple of the buttons up top that are undone, and he kind of like rolls in and just goes, hey, sorry I'm late. All right, what do we got going on here? My name's Thaddeus Brass. I'll be representing you. The court is paying my, my retainer here, but I also do take tips. It's a little joke, but...
no,
I
we'll
have
give you
had
money.
some. Oh yeah, what are we
Yeah.
talking about?
I don't. 200 gold.
That'll work. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got it.
Yeah. There you. We.
I take-
Well,
I
I
take-
mean,
Up front.
are you
We gotta get
good?
us out of here.
You're good at what you do, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I am. Some of my friends say I'm more of a salesman than a lawyer, and they mean that in a good way. I'm good at making deals.
Yeah. No. Here's gold.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Thank you for that. I'm officially your representative here and properly motivated. So let's take a look here. We got, what are going on? What are your names?
Cassie.
Sandara.
Okay, lovely to meet you. So let's just get down to brass tacks here. So it looks like they've got you on. Oh, I haven't seen that before. Looks back up at you, looks down at the paper. Tell you what, let's start small. They're trying to get you for illegal parking here. So what I would do is file for a motion for dismissal here, because I'm assuming that we don't have any deeds to said boat or anything.
That is correct.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to go ahead and deny ownership of that boat, okay? It's a friend's. If you've got a patsy that you can basically pin ownership on, we're going to go ahead and do that. Do I have a name that I can enter into the record?
Hmm.
He's actually on his way here.
Oh, yes, that is true.
Okay, and the name of said individual?
It's Gunner. Do we give him the name?
Do we know his last name, or do we just?
Does he
him
have a
known as
last name?
Gunner? Yeah.
I don't know if he has a last name.
His last name is Ironheart.
Checks out.
Okay, you give him his name.
Ironheart.
Ironheart. Okay. Very good. So, gunner ship, So, if it comes up, easy. Gunnership, we don't know him. Now, you are pleading not guilty to the murder of the Duke. So, tell you what, just between you and me, what actually happened?
What are your stand your ground laws here in New Callum?
Um, Pretty lax. Generally speaking, if you can, create a plausible story such that, you were attacked first and you were defending yourself. The issue is a lot of that kind of goes out of the window when we're talking about a counselor, and I can say it looks bad that it happened on his property.
Who
So
were
if
those guys that were sneaking onto his property on that night? Because those guys seemed like they were up to no good. Do you know what I'm talking about?
misdirection, yeah, I read the case files. That it was they're kind of looping you all together. But if,
Don't
if
know
you're
him.
saying that there was a separate party and maybe you were there as concerned citizens looking to, you know, prevent a break-in or something like that, I can try to swing that, but multiple
Maybe
eyewitnesses.
maybe trying to warn him of a break-in, and then he tried to kidnap me and proceeded to relentlessly attack.
Yeah. Again, like I said, I can look on getting a sentence reduced, but they're going to take one look at Tiny over here and the blood that's still on his hammer. I assume that's your hammer and the blood of the Duke and one little divination spell, and that's probably. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and he walks over there and he just like looks around and casts a little spell, and with a prestidigitation, just like cleans off Varric's hammer. Just goes. I mean, you guys are. Oh man, we got a lot of work to do.
Okay,
So
how much time are we talking? Is this like
yeah, so I'm gonna be
years?
real with you. I'm looking at probably 30 to 60 years on the inside.
Oh, I can't do that. Oh my god, I can't do that.
Yeah. Um,
I don't
and
have
that's
30 or 60 years left.
I don't know if this will help at all. Were we stripped of all of our stuff? Do we have our bags?
Yep,
Okay.
you got it.
I pull out the letter from Gunner asking to murder me, or from the Duke. I don't. If actually, I pull out any of the papers that I have that are related to the Gunner and Duke having businesses, however much that is.
Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, this can certainly throw some questions on the Duke's character. I mean, I don't know if it'll do much to help you for the murder, but it could, be one last big kind of fuck you for on the way out.
It's more.
But what can you tell us about? Go on. Sorry.
It is more like if we defame how loyal of a council member he is, how respected maybe he should be, and maybe lean on to the self-defense thing. Because sure, maybe somebody saw people that could have been us breaking and entering, but that's just breaking and entering. What's more valuable, an object or some lives? And he tried to end ours, so we had to kill him.
Yeah, let me think here, because I mean, there's really no way that this goes down without somebody here taking the fall. Let me just say that. Somebody's going down for this, because at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter who the Duke is. I'm going to explain it to you from their standpoint, because really what this is you're on trial for one of you murdering one of them. Okay? Doesn't matter who the Duke is, but they really just have to set a precedent here that, the opulent council is, or the opulent consortium is just off fucking limits. That's basically the message they're trying to send. So what we need to do is go out there and make a big show of like, I'm sorry, counselor. I'm from out of town. I didn't know who the Duke was. He's just this guy who, tried to have me killed. I was wrongfully imprisoned, and as recompense for, crimes that he committed outside of New Callum, and then, I didn't commit any crimes here. And then as I was on my way out, boom, he goes crazy, gets violent, and then, just defending myself, he dies on accident, and I think that's probably the best deal we're gonna get.
Where did they send
Does
you?
the
Where...
op-
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you know if the Opulent Consortium has some sort of angle other than justice?
It's
You know what
less
I mean?
about just no. That's the point. It's less about justice and more about making a big show of, like, if someone goes after a council member, then that's over. It's fire and fucking brimstone.
And he's such a new council member. Maybe we didn't know that he was a council member.
You know what we do here? We got to do a misdirection here, because it's a gamble. But if you truly want to get out of this with no time,
Yes.
you got to do a misdirect where it's just you don't even know the guy and it's off on someone else.
Where do they send you? Where would they be sending us if we did happen to be guilty?
Well, if you are guilty, you're probably just going to be executed. Public. Town square is probably right.
Let me rephrase. If we were to go to jail, where would they send us?
Well, probably they do most of their work through Her Majesty's prison out in Langston.
All right.
I'll go with whatever angle gets us out of this. I don't care if I have to pretend that my pants are on fire or that the Duke killed my older sister. I don't care.
Well, I'm thinking what we need to do here is distance ourselves from the Duke as much as possible. Like, we don't know the guy. We weren't in his home. Just deny. Okay.
So that's going to be really hard for one of us who is super, entangled in the Duke's life. What if a witness possibly comes to the stand and is like, oh no, you definitely know the Duke.
So that's the sort of thing that you need to just let me know, and then I figure out how we can spin it.
Okay, well, something like
Cass?
that might possibly happen. That is, I hate it.
Sorry, I've got arthritis. I don't know what to tell you. Go ahead, move on.
The potentially the daughter of the deceased might have been a witness to this as well and is somewhere out there.
Okay. Daughter witnessed you do it. Yeah, broad daylight, huh? Really setting me up for doing most work here, huh? All right.
Do you need more gold to make it better?
Yeah, that probably makes it a little better, but
Yeah.
let's get to work. We can talk about gold after.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's you that's got issues with the Duke. Is that right?
Yeah, that would be true. Let's be real here, though. What are the likelihoods of us just making our way out of this building? Nobody sees us. Maybe something happens. Listen, I am very well connected. 200 gold is nothing in my world.
He looks around and just goes, if someone were to be talking about something like that, I would tell them that, of course, evading justice of the court is a crime punishable by death and would be ill-advised. However, I'd also say hypothetically, if you were planning on doing that, just so I could stop you, I'd want to know how exactly you would go about doing that and how you would expect me to be able to help you and what price would you would theoretically be bribing me with, because that could determine the severity of the crime that I would, of course, report.
Well, we're in this room alone right now. I don't. If anything, Sundara or Samugi, like, I'm pretty drained, but this would be. I don't know. We are not going to win this. We are. I think maybe we should just get out if we can.
I mean, I feel like we had something with the whole just pretend that we didn't know type of deal. No? Did that not seem like a relatively solid defense?
As we're having this conversation, there's a knock on the door, and you see that short-haired female counselor. She just says, "Counselor Thaddeus, would you join the rest of us out here? There's been a development." And well, then just, okay, I'll be right back. Don't talk to anyone unless I'm here. And he
Yes, sir.
leaves.
Oh, I'm so afraid. I can't do this, guys. Oh, God.
Samugi, surely you have some. You've lived a long life. Surely you've been in a trial or two.
Many lifetimes ago, and I wasn't executed at the end of it, thankfully. But I'm not sure that's the case here, so maybe we should try to escape while we can. Is there anything in the room utilizable for said escape?
It's a marble room with like a shifting like marble door that is just one way in and one way out. Otherwise, there's like these little brass candlesticks that are decorative. You see about like 8 of those.
I mean, I'm not saying that we should stay and fight this, but I'm just saying if there's a chance that we get out of it, the chance goes down to 0% when we either try to disappear from this room or hit people upside the head as we try to depart.
As this happens, the door knocks again. You see Thaddeus peek his head in and just goes, "Hey, everybody. Good news. I got you off. Charges have been dropped. You're free to go. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. If you need anything else in the future, look me up. But it's been real. Thaddeus out." And he takes off.
Thanks, Thaddeus. Oh god, that makes me... I'm now more scared than I was before. What is happening?
Thank you.
Oh, god.
That was such a weird whiplash going from looking at all these options. Okay. I want to poke my head out the door.
You poke your head out the door and you look into the antechamber, and the room is completely empty, other than one individual. Back turned, but you see the... looks like the form of Oswald Beaumont.
Fuck. Oh, is it Cass? And I like poke my head out next to Cass.
You see the same thing.
What?
What the fuck? I'm not gonna go talk to him.
Smokey, apparently we didn't kill Beaumont, because he's standing right there.
Oh, he's gonna freaking ruin us.
The real question is, who is that? That can't be Beaumont.
Or the person we killed was in Beaumont. Oh god, okay. Are we gonna talk to... We don't have a choice.
Yep.
Duke?
You see the head turn, and it is in fact Oswald Beaumont, as far as you can tell. You see him just say, "The rest of you can go. I'd like a private word with Cassius."
Don't go too far, everybody. I'll walk towards them, whoever they may be.
Okay, you do. As you do, you feel heavy hand on your shoulder. You turn, you see Varric, and he just goes, Cass, you sure about this?
No. I do not believe that is Beaumont, but if it is, I'm pretty scared of why he's being so nice. Not much we can do, though.
We'll be right outside. All right. And they, you guys step outside?
Yes.
Cast Gift of Alacrity on Cass before, just in case.
Okay.
Is that initiative?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's going on? If we're alone in this room, if you are the Duke, which I struggle to believe, because I mean I saw your body implode. Prove it to me.
The Duke looks at you just with a little bit of sadness behind his eyes. And the illusion slowly burns away. And you stand face to face with Dunsparrow.
I fucking knew it, but I didn't want this.
She's long black hair, looks dressed for court, but you do see like a little bit of smudged mascara that looks like she's been crying.
Cassius was not mentally prepared for this. He goes in for a hug and then like hesitates and pulls back and I'm sorry to have made you do this, to put you in the situation, but it is really nice to see you again.
She just got kind of a blank stare.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm like pacing back and forth.
Is that why you had your friends break into my house?
To see you?
I didn't even know that you were alive.
I didn't know you were here. They did something to me in prison to where I couldn't communicate with people. I was just about to send you something. I was about to send you a bird. And
So how long have you been out?
3-ish months? 2 months?
So, I mean, I get it. I figured, what, you thought if you reached out to me that I would tell my father? Is that it?
No. I mean, I pulled down my call. Oh shit, the tattoo's gone. Is the tattoo still there, or is it just gone?
It's still there.
Okay, I show the tattoo. I physically, I couldn't.
You could have sent to Bird. You could have paid someone. You could have. You're creative. You're smart. You could have figured it out. And the first time I see you, it's like that. So I don't know what I was expecting meeting you like this. This is all still a little bit fresh. So let's just do this. I'm gonna need a couple things. I need the necklace. The clockwork necklace that you took off my dad. I need that back.
Do you know everything that he's doing?
I think this isn't the place to throw stones, Cass.
Just a question.
Do you know what you're doing? Why don't you figure that out before we speak next? For the sake of our past, I'm willing to keep this up for a while. And then I don't know what happens next. But I need the necklace. Everything else, the chimes, fuck it. You can have them. But I need the necklace back.
Easy enough. We can give it to you on the way out.
I'll have some of my people reach out real soon. Until then, and she just kind of like wipes her eyes and stretches and kind of stands up straight, and you watch as she makes a gesture and her form kind of goes back to that of Beaumont and just says, "There's appearances to keep up," and gives you a kind of phony smile and begins to walk out.
I give her a few steps and then just like wipe my face down and then put on a fake smile as well and walk out behind her.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and make a performance check for me.
Uh, 25.
25. Cass, how do you want your group to perceive you as you step out of the antechamber?
Well, I imagine Beaumont is being somewhat serious and looking like he is who he should be. So Cass just looks a little bit smug, but comfortable.
Okay. So with that, you all watch as Beaumont steps out, turns to Cass and says, "Well, old boy, I apologize for my involvement in our little misunderstanding. I am glad that we agreed to let bygones be bygones." And turns towards you, Sandara, and says, "Now, as agreed, I will be taking the necklace."
It was a
I look-
weird.
I look at Cass.
It was a weird little trap, but we've talked it out, made a deal. All he wants back is his necklace.
You want me to give the Duke back the necklace that controls all of the Clockwork Sentinels in the city? I'm just confirming.
It's either that or we go to prison or die.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't phrase it that way. Let's just say I've had a change of heart. I won't be exerting as much pressure onto the city. That being said, there's still work to be done. The Clockwork Sentinels are useful tools, and we are going to be doing important things in New Callum.
Sandara, trust me.
He reaches over, takes it, and says, "And I trust that now that my empire has, like I said, had this change of heart, we're going to be more altruistic, that you'll perhaps leave me be. Enough with trying to incite a rebellion against the Clockwork Sentinels, enough messing with the factories. Anything else you may have been doing? Like I said, bygones be bygones. I'm gonna go on my way. You go on your way.
Agreed. I look at the rest of the people in the party.
Very well. Cass will fill you in on the details, but I hope this has been as fruitful for you as it was for me. I imagine you've got other issues to attend to, so I'll leave you to it. And Beaumont walks out.
What the hell, Cass?
We can talk about it later. We're safe.
Okay. And it sounds like we are not destroying a factory?
No,
Oh, that's a bummer.
I know. I was really hoping to blow. That it's gonna
I
be fun.
really wanted to blow that
I
up.
was
Okay.
very much looking forward to that. Yes.
More pressing though, that gives us an opportunity to deal with Gunner. And if we, I suppose, need money to do it, we can go get paid. How long did that whole ordeal take?
That would have been about 3 hours now.
Oh, whoa.
I mean, I guess we go talk to the Ristori family. Is that who it was? Ristori?
I think that was the boss, yeah.
Okay.
Should we pick up the stone or leave it there?
We could leave it for now. Maybe that's our last thing.
Okay. So where y'all headed?
Can I grab my sentinel first? I left it in the
Go back to
apartment.
the apartment.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the apartment and then we're gonna go get paid. Yeah?
Hopefully. Man, I'm so bummed about
Maybe.
the factory.
I mean, listen, the deal we made specifically didn't say anything about blowing up the factory. It was just handing over the necklace. But it, trust me, will not be a good idea.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So with that, you make your way to the apartment, pick up your battle droid, and then you make your way over to the Restore Manor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we, like, I mean, presumably sneak there so nobody sees us going? I don't want
Okay,
to, like,
sure.
implicate them in this, whatever we just did.
Give me a stealth or performance check.
All of they're just cat.
There you go, that's better. Unnatural 20.
Okay.
17.
Okay, I'll roll for Samugi. Okay. So you nonchalantly make your way to the Restore Manor. As you see the outside area, you see a couple halflings that look like they're just like playing dice on the like front porch, and you actually kind of elbow each other, see you, and just go, "Come on back."
Wow.
They
Warm welcome.
lead you in the back, and you watch one of them just said, "Yeah, the Don wanted to talk to you, so come on this way." Little rules: just don't look them in the eye for too long. You always say Don Restore, And just be respectful. You respect your elders, that sort of thing, and we'll get along just fine. All right.
How's Uncle Jackie doing? Is he doing all right?
He's doing great. He's like a tumor, just keeps getting bigger and more of a pain in the ass.
Good for him.
So they lead you into these vineyards, and you just see this tiny, shriveled up old gnome who's wearing like a gray suit and like a little fedora that's just like kind of stumbling around, like inspecting these grapes. He just kind of is like talking to them, like rubbing the grapes. And he kind of like walks over to you and just says, I've heard a little about you, Lot. I hear you do good work for us. Yeah. So what is it that you're doing in the city?
I'm like scared shitless and starstruck at the same time. Look like eyes cast down, kind of at his feet, just barely flickering up to meet his eyes. Don Restore, we we're dealing with some personal grudges that we seem to have taken care of very recently.
So you pay your debts.
Yes, sir, Don.
I can do something with a person like that. You murder the Duke, shake things up in the city. It's good for business. Here. And he pulls off some like unripened grapes and just like holds them out to you. Have some grapes. These are wine grapes, but the regular one's too sweet. These ones have more character.
Handshaking, I grab a grapes. Look at you two.
Yeah, I'll eat.
He's kind of like not paying any mind to you as he's going on talking. He says, wine is a very interesting thing. I was a luthier like my father, but wine, I think, is a good metaphor for people. You take this grape, this thing that's unrefined, and only under extreme pressure can you really bring out its true potential. The grapes are terrible. They're not ripe. It's like all seed. It's just like a bitter, like dirty berry. But he goes on and says, you've made big changes in the city. So young, full of ambition, but it takes time and experience to really understand what comes next, to predict, and to act. You ever want to be part of a bigger picture? My family can make use of people like you. But I suppose you're here about payment, as you do a job, pay what is agreed upon. I understand that Uncle Jackie worked out a deal of 10,000 gold pieces for a job well done. I mean, some of this is subjective. I think it's fair to say you killed the Duke in broad daylight, drew unwanted attention onto our operation.
If I may, Don, not to contradict your knowledge, but I believe some of your family and your people were there as well, and all eyes were drawn to us and in this operation.
Well, you say that, but I read about, hooded small figures breaking into the Duke's home during the fray.
in the newspaper. Like I said, bad for business. But we got what we needed one way or another, and I can't say that the Duke's untimely demise saddens me, so a deal's a deal.
And he just kind of like nods at one of the other halflings, and they like walk over with two satchels, like they're just full of coin. And he just like nods and like gestures, and they hand him one, and he takes it and like throws it your way, and he just says,
Still work to be done. You just let us know. All right, go out, go play.
and he just kind of like turns around and starts walking away.
That guy scares me.
Yeah, don't mess with the mobsters. Yeah, I heel turn and he yeah. I follow out whoever is leading us out.
Okay. They lead you out, and right as you exit the premises, the door slams behind you.
That went pretty well.
It's as good as it could have gone, I suppose. I mean, they're not just located in the city, so I suppose even if we're supposed to go somewhere else, we can get work.
I don't know how. I don't really know if I want to work for them again. They're kind of terrifying. I'm going to be really honest there.
It's an open option. Depending
see
on
how
how
desperate we
desperate we
get.
are.
I think that's like most of our list since we can't destroy the factory. And
Wait, did they hand us 10,000 gold, or was it
5,000.
5,000?
They paid 5.
Okay. Sorry. 1,000 each.
1,000 each? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I mean, the only other thing I had on my to-do list for our group before we eventually left the city was to maybe check in with some other random people before leaving. I mean, Varric wanted to talk to his wife, but I don't care.
Is there anybody you needed to talk to? Sindar?
Me?
Yeah.
I have nobody. I would have loved to interrogate the engineer when we
Okay.
blew up the factory last.
Well, I think for the sake of this, we'll say it would have made sense that Varric would have just made a beeline to go find his wife when you guys went to speak with the Ristori family.
Yeah. Okay.
So it'll be your group plus Alara right now.
Well, there is some very boring shopping that I would like to do. I threw away a lot of my clothes and stuff, so maybe real quickly I'm gonna go get some more clothes.
I'm down to go shopping.
Oh no,
Okay.
this is super boring shopping. You wouldn't want to come along with me. It's like, deciding the color between like teal or aquamarine.
Being honest right now, Cass.
No, but I don't want to tell you what I'm going to do. So I'm going shopping.
Okay. Have fun shopping.
Okay. Gunner landing imminently. Party split 3 ways. Castellone, where are you going? What are you doing?
I'm just hoping I can do this really quickly. Like as soon as I leave line of sight, like I start sprinting.
Okay.
And going to the Platinum Jackalope.
It's a Platinum Grove?
I don't know, but I
Or
thought it was a
Jaded
weird.
Jackal?
I thought it was a weird mix-up of the two, but you said my parents were staying at the Platinum
Oh,
Jackalope.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I did not think that's where you're gonna go. Okay, got it. You start sprinting over there, and yeah, in a short amount of time, you can make it. You see, in like a very kind of like indie folk kind of way, as you enter, there's just a bunch of people having lunch in this very nice inn. And you see a tiefling couple of your parents that is just like playing live music right now with a bunch of people watching.
Like out of breath as soon as I like try to slowly walk through the door in a normal fashion.
They immediately see you as they're playing, and you watch as they like end the duet with them just like hitting a harmony together while looking into each other's eyes. There's like a little round of applause. There's like a decent crowd in here. And with that, you see your father just step to the stage and just says, "Now, fellow patricianers of this very fine establishment, I have a confession to make. I did not come here to entertain you. I came here for love." And he looks at his wife and he says, "For family. Because you see, some things are more important than legacy. And that's what's happening right here and right now. So I want every one of you to grab that person that's closest to you and hold them tight, because you never know what life brings. My son, Cassius," and everyone starts clapping. He says, "Come up on stage, boy."
Oh, nah. Hello. Hello. Walk up on stage.
And he just goes, "My son is a bit of a practitioner himself. Don't let him be coy here." And he kind of whispers to you. He says, "We'll be doing the Maroon Festival in E flat on our account." And he just
now's not the time.
they just break out in song and start playing, and he just starts singing his part, and your part is rapidly approaching.
I fucking take a deep breath, and begrudgingly the tattoo sort of worms and comes alive on my skin, goes down my arm, and then out comes a weird poly lute, and I begin playing a song.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
I try to slowly like make the song faster though, like up the tempo,
speed
so
up the tempo.
hopefully they keep up. Ooh, yikes. That's not that great. 14.
14. Okay. As you do, your father's like, "Cass, you're leading, and like the tempo speeds up super fast. You speed through the song, and there's one chorus where your father actually ends the song short, where like he skips into the last chorus. And then with that, no one really seems to notice, and there's like a bit of a scattered applause, and he's like, thank you. What are you doing?"
We'll be taking a short break momentarily. Back for more songs and performance in let's say 5 minutes.
Yes, everyone grab a refreshment. Remember, we're Zoraya and Anelia. We're here all week. And my son, Cassius. Remember these faces, because they'll be around to stay. And he steps on. And then he just goes, "I'm sorry, son, but what was that?" And your mother just goes, "We did teach you better."
Okay, things keep happening how I don't want them to happen.
I would almost think that you were embarrassed to be playing with your mom and pa. It was almost like you sped up the song, what, to have it be over with? Surely we did not come all this way for our own son to be ashamed of us. Did you see us out there? I mean, days like this, times like this, I'm glad that that bastard took away the school from us.
Cass is in the process of like reaching through the amount of gold that he has. He like brought it in a separate kind of big sack. And he stops and looks up. I would never be embarrassed of you two. That was a beautiful performance, and it was lovely to play with you again.
Yeah, you watch as your parents kind of give each other a little side hug, and your dad like kisses your mom on the side of the head.
I am here, unfortunately, because I have to go again, leave the city. But I don't want to be out of touch with both of you. And I hand over a pouch full of 1,000 gold, and then sort of sitting on the top of the tied bundle is the sending stone I have.
Okay. He just goes, wow, you must have been doing some pretty big performances. I would have loved to have seen it. This is some serious coin. I mean, for someone that didn't finish school, and I always told your mother, our Cass will find his own way. And you've become quite the bard, haven't you? I mean, it's not always about musical talent, is it? That's what I'm saying. It's not about showmanship, musical talent. You've got to be business-minded too, and I knew that's where you would succeed.
Unfortunately, I think I learned the lesson that being a traveling musician does not pay very well. So I make do how I make do with some new friends.
You aren't doing anything illegal, are you?
Maybe just don't read the newspaper for a few days.
Just tell your mother and I that it's not the drugs.
It's not. It's I swear I'm done with those. I had fun. It's
Okay, because, you can be a little short-sighted sometimes, and if you do business in the drugs, I mean, we all say it's all fun and games, but when people start getting hurt, I think that's when you gotta say, no way, Just whoever's making you do it, you just look at them and say, hey, no way, man. That's enough.
Thank you for the wise words of wisdom, Father.
But I know you're doing the right thing. So where did this money come from?
Don't worry about it. Nobody's going to come looking for it. I earned it honestly, and through hard work and a little bit of danger and luck.
Hard work, danger, and luck, where no one is getting hurt. I love it. Our son. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a bead on Chalice, would you? Because she is also in town and also missing. And I don't know. I just feel like we failed as parents sometimes. Not because of you, obviously, our perfect son. So, have you seen her?
Nope. Kind of forgot about that NPC. No, but I can reach out to her. Maybe see where she is, and perhaps tell her to come back, or make sure she's safe at least.
Okay, well, we heard you were in town, and we figured this is where Chalice was. I thought you would maybe reached out first. We didn't have much time to talk, but that's fine. You know where to find us, I guess. I mean, we should really thinking about turning this whole jackalope thing into a regular gig. So, could always use a third. Maybe next time we'll just have you on the guitar, and your mom and I'll do the, or maybe you just sing, and we'll do the rhythm section. Or maybe a metronome.
We can work out the details later. I promise I will be back soon, somewhat. Maybe
Alright.
there's a relocation in the. Let me speak for a second, Father.
Our petitioners, yes.
M-
We
m-
shouldn't keep them waiting. You have work to do. We will go. That's fine. And he just starts like rushing out. And your mother just looks at you and just gives like a shrug and gives you a hug and a kiss. And she says, "You're really doing okay?"
Things are crazy, and don't tell Father they are kind of dangerous, but I'm doing fine.
He has a certain view of the world. Don't worry about it if people are getting hurt. They always do. Might as well be, you and not them. Gives you a kiss and takes off. And you hear the tavern bursting out in song again.
Can I walk through the crowd and like place my hand on the shoulder of some random person as I pass by them, and then turn into them and leave the tavern?
Yeah, you can. As you do, you watch as a kid is just like watching you. And he looks like he's got like this, like a little, like almost like a pancake, but in a bit of a cone with like a soft boiled egg on it that he's eating, and he just like holds it up to his mouth, and then just like the whole thing just like drops as he watches that happen, and then you just step out.
Yeah, give him a wry little smile on the way out, and oh shit, I don't even know where I'm going. Make my way back to fucking, I don't know. I'll figure that out later. I'm walking through the city to wherever the group is.
Okay. You walk through the city, and yeah, as you do, you hadn't heard the name Chalice in a long time, hadn't thought about her in a while. You'd remember, your adopted sister, never really saw eye to eye with her much. You had no idea, any inclination that she was in New Callum. About the only thing that you two had in common was your distrust and disdain for the Duke because of everything that happened with the college. You start to I'd say you start to have like backtrack and maybe somewhat alarming thoughts because you can't think of anything else that would bring her to New Callum.
Yeah, I have one third level spell for sending left, but I think I'm going to give it a little bit before I reach out to her.
Okay, so where are you headed?
Fucking Christ, I don't have a sending stone anymore to talk to the group.
Nope.
I am headed towards the Mortal Promise. Maybe I can intercept. It's like I don't know where they're. You know what? I guess I'll go to the apartment. Maybe everyone will still be there. I don't know what we're doing after that.
Okay. Where were the rest of y'all headed?
Smoogie, did you need to go anywhere?
Not particularly. I guess if it's just Samugi and Sandara killing time, did you need to go anywhere?
No. I mean, I think Alara would probably want to say goodbye to her peeps. So maybe we did that and then headed back to the apartment or ship.
Okay.
Probably apartment to
Can we
regroup.
go back to the ship? What even happened to the ship? Is
I
it
think
still
I don't think
in
we
one
know
piece?
yet.
Okay.
So I think we regroup at the apartment and then figure out if our ship was sunk and if Leland's alive.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all regroup at the apartment and now make way towards the ship. Okay.
You wanna
Yeah.
say goodbye to your giant rat?
Oh. Nah, I didn't bring him any food, so it might be a messy goodbye. We'll just leave it at the times we had.
You watch as the rat is just kind of like, it's getting bigger.
Oh, jeez.
You watch as he's actually got a big belly. He's actually pulled out a lot of what looks like some kind of insulation. It smells toxic
from out of the wall and has made like just bedding in a whole corner of the room. And you watch as he's actually like got this little throne of like arsenic and insulation that he's just like laying down in with his kind of pot belly hanging out that he's lording over, and he's just looking at you all. And he gives you one last look, Cass, and just gives you like this nod of like respect.
Cool. You've made a rat king.
Can our next apartment be nice, you know? Maybe not a slum apartment. Maybe we get a nice like gerbil or something. Or some fish.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay. So you make your way to the ship.
That apartment
we
was
pick
a
up
terrible
this-
investment.
It was real bad.
Stones.
Yeah, do we pick up the stone? Or do we just leave it where it is? What do you guys think?
What do we want to do about Gunnar? Do we want to continue running?
I don't know.
Uh,
Technically, I think in the eyes of the law, the ship is now officially Gunnar's, so we would technically be stealing it.
I mean, we technically already stole it, so
Yeah,
we
they
would
did
just be
come back.
re-stealing it.
I don't know. What is the likelihood you think he's here to kill us or to talk?
I have never just talked to Gunnar, so
Maybe since he would think where the stone is, so maybe we just watch that location. Maybe we see like how much force he brings to this conversation.
I'm fine with that.
Then like if it's just him, well, we can take him now, I think.
So you want to stay in New Callum and observe our bait, our trap?
We could, and then I mean there might be enough time if it's dangerous to get back to the ship and set off.
You think that if is our ship hidden? Because you think if he saw his ship, he would recognize
Oh, yeah.
and maybe try to take it back.
Oh, that's a good point. I mean, the ship was last in custody of the freaking Cloud people. Cloud District.
Maybe we see what's up with the ship before we make any decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If we
just
even
in
have
case.
a way out.
Yeah, we'll see if it's there. What's the status of the ship?
You go and look at it. They're out in the open, just like it always
Could've-
was.
could've
Somebody make
just
a
asked Leland.
perception check.
A what check?
Perception. Actually, everyone make a perception. I'll take the median.
Oh no. 12.
Mm.
Unnatural 20. Dirty 20.
23.
Okay.
Go team.
So looking over, you see out in the distance a large Duergar juggernaut warship. This is the sort of thing that you would not bring into port because people would start to panic. But it's just off out in the distance. Some people are like out there looking at it, and then you see a couple smaller corsairs that have in fact docked, and you see some Duergar that are out and just like covered head to toe in like linen wraps to kind of protect from the sun, and causing a bit of a commotion out in the port. That's what you see.
Well, he's here.
Do we contact Leland?
Sure. Yeah.
Right? Because they might be on the ship.
Yeah. Is that ship, that Juggernaut ship, like how far is it from our ship's location?
It's like a mile out.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, let's contact Leland at least to warn him.
Make sure he's alive.
Yeah.
Leland, are you? You got the stone, Leland? How you doing?
Uh, yeah, Captain. To speak freely,
Oh no.
I've got a gentleman on the ship, old captain, who is I think looking to speak with as he put it, the mutineers,
Mm,
which I think would be you, Captain.
that is correct, Leland. Are you unharmed? Are you okay?
No matter how big he gets, there's nothing that he could do that could harm me.
Love to hear that. Okay. So yep, he's on the ship, guys. And should we just go talk to him? I mean, I I don't want to walk to the next city we're going to, that's for sure.
Nothing wrong
Okay,
with the
so
good
what are
old
y'all
walk
doing?
across the land.
Should we?
This is the nicest object I've ever owned / stolen.
Yeah, I guess we
Yep.
talk, right? I mean, we talk where we run.
Talk, then we want run. If we have to.
Hey, can I see that stone real quick?
Yeah, take care.
Leland, it just give me a very coded message if Briggs is near you, and if you can tell him anything.
What an odd what an odd thing to say, Captain. I mean, mutineer? No, I would never put peas in the stew. Peas are out of the stew because peas have been hidden from me, Captain, mutineer. So all the other vegetables in the vegetable stew are in there, but not peas. So if it's peas you expect, then don't talk too loudly about them, because they might be around here somewhere.
Just stone up to the forehead and frustration. Okay. Well, I guess we go
Arrested.
now.
If anything happens, jump off the ship.
You
And
got it, Captain, but I can't swim.
No, not you,
Oh.
Leland. Sorry. Oh, I forgot, Leland.
Yeah, this might be the last time we see Leland, but it's
Oh, I
okay.
love that man. Okay. Hey, and you still have Gift of Alacrity, by the way. That's 8 hours.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't cast Mage Armor. I'm gonna die. Actually, I might do that right now. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor on myself. Just usually.
Do we leave Ascending Stones on, or not the Ascending Stones, the Sister Stones on land?
Yes, the
Out of
Sister
reach?
Stone is
Okay.
still on a building in the Cloud District. All right, let's go. Let's figure out what this guy wants.
Let's get it over
Okay.
with. Step into a trap.
So you step on board your ship. You see a couple Dwager up top that just look at you and nod. And kind of themselves gesture that you are expected below decks.
If it changes anything or might be useful,
And we'll say the stack is regrouped with you.
very good. I took the Eldritch Invocation to always have Detect Magic up.
Nice.
Okay.
So if there is some type of magical trap or anything anywhere, I'd be keeping an eye out.
Okay. Okay.
Can I tell my construct to defend us if somebody attacks?
You can absolutely do that. So you enter below decks?
Yep.
Okay. As you do, you see the massive shape of Gunnar kind of like hilariously huddled over a table. He's sitting on another table because there aren't any chairs that are big enough. He has his back turned to you. And as you kind of open the door, he just kind of like turns his head a little bit just to acknowledge that you're there. And then you see him like take a card in his little hand and like put it down on the table. It looks like he's playing a game of cards with Leland, who just looks nervous. So you all approach.
Yep.
Okay. So as you do, you just hear his voice boom out as he says, "I hear you've murdered the Duke."
A bit of a mix-up. He's actually alive. Pretty strange.
You know, it's strange to say, as I'm not one to be sentimental, but the moment that he left us, I swear I felt it. Can you imagine? Someone of that stature, one of the Savage Seven, cut down by, what? Prisoners? How embarrassing. I bet in whatever hell he's in, I'll bet he hates the thought of it. And that brings me joy.
Shall we cut to the chase, Gunnar? Are you here to kill us or take back what is yours?
I'm here because I've spent enough time in Ironford. It's time to stretch my legs. I will be taking back my ship and would ask that the good sorceress return to me the scrolls to maneuver it. That's item number 1. Once that's been returned to my possession, we'll be taking what's left of the crew, and I've got business further out east. But I thought we'd sit and share a meal together.
I look over at Cass. I know you don't feel the same way, but I'm not giving him the ship back.
I suppose that's the least we could give, or the least bit of
He
courtesy we could show
stands
for
up.
you.
He stands up and he is towering above all of you. So you're getting the scrolls then? Bring me the bosun. His voice booms out, and from above deck, you watch as one of the Durgar just like pushes in the bosun. He just goes, hey, folks, I just do the woodworking, and you watch as he goes,
So, if there was any sense of how generous I was back when I was your prison warden, I've had a change of heart. So here's what we'll be doing. We'll go down the line, crew member by crew member, and for every time I don't get what I need from you, I'm going to hit one of them.
I pull out the 2 scrolls that are left. And I set them on fire.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Now it doesn't matter what you do. You can attack me all you want, Gunner, but there's no scrolls for you.
I can see why Solinor likes you so much.
Right.
Oops.
That's a fucking move.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, something's happening. I don't like it.
Hang on. Um, you watch as he just kind of stretches, reaches under the table, and pulls out this, like, strange hammer. You have not seen this thing before. As he pulls it out, you watch as the head of this hammer has almost got like this rounded, compressed clockwork device in it that's constantly spinning, and the hammer head itself is constantly ever so slightly pulsing, almost like a mechanical heart. As he grabs it, he just reaches back, and you hear this mechanical whirring sound. He takes one swing at Billy the bosun, and in a strike dealing 77 points of bludgeoning and necrotic damage, Billy is just misted, and he is gone.
Okay. Okay. As soon as that happens, can I? I'm not even trying to do this subtly. I was going to. Can I cast Sending to Briggs and say, if you can make it go boom, now's the time.
Okay. I need everyone to roll initiative.
We're gonna die.
It's a D8 to the initiative.
Yeah.
Eight.
Still got 8.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second.
Responsible for Billy the bosun's death.
All right. Let me see. New creature we got. Sandara. Boom. Boom. Cast. Boom. Great. Is going to be up there. Gunner just barely fits. All right. And then. Perfect. That. Okay. So initiative 15 and up. Okay. 15 and below.
10.
8.
8.
Okay. So you say that. Let me share my screen with you guys here.
Does Briggs give me a response?
He does not in the amount of time we're working with.
Okay.
Where are we? Can I just do that? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So Gunner's going to go first. He is going to. Let me see. He is going to use his action. He used his Dreadlord ability. So it creates a 30-foot radius. So the whole area is filled with near darkness. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do I have to roll if I have dark vision?
Yes.
6.
Wisdom saving.
12.
13.
Okay. So you are all considered frightened. And as part of that, you take an additional 25 points of psychic damage.
All of us?
And all of you who are frightened. And as this fear grips you, you get the sense that it is going to continue and like your heart is going to stop. With a bonus action, he is going to turn towards you, Sandara, and reach out to you. And as he does, you watch as a large shadow version of himself just like morphs out of this darkness. And it looks like a giant Gunner baby just being birthed from the darkness itself. And you can almost hear it like trying to scream, but it just has no voice. As it does, it reaches out at you. To try to hit you with a 13, which I believe will miss.
Misses. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Let me look at his proficiency modifier, actually. I'm sorry, a 15.
Also misses. I cast Mage Armor. 17.
Okay. So, with that, that ends his turn. He's going to stay right where he is. I need to make a wisdom save for Briggs. Briggs. Briggs is frightened. And as he crawls out from under this little slide board, he almost dies of fear looking at Gunnar. He is going to double dash above deck. So he makes it up. So that's what he's doing. That is going to bring us to the stack. I didn't roll for him. He actually succeeds, so he's not frightened. What? I mean, I think the stack just rushes Gunnar. I think he has to.
I mean, that's what he would do,
Right.
but like, we can't kill him when he's not here.
I don't think.
Okay, so he's going to attempt to make 2 attacks on Gunnar. Because of the darkness, he's at disadvantage. Let me pull up the stacks sheet. By the way, Jessica, just in case, refresh your character sheet because you didn't take a couple level ups. So I just quickly did a basic level up thing like at the beginning of the session, just to make sure it updates. Okay, the
You
stack.
were level 8, right?
Perfect. Yeah, you should be level 8. The
Yeah.
stack has 2 attacks at disadvantage. First one misses. Natural 20. Down to a miss. So you watch as the stack just swings wide at Gunnar. The first strike kind of hits him in the chest and doesn't really create enough impact. And the second, Gunnar just like reaches out and catches the head of the hammer and pushes him back. That brings us to the rest of you.
I'm not fighting.
Are we all just mixed up? We can go whenever.
Yeah.
If it's okay with you guys, I was gonna try something.
Yeah, go for it.
Please.
Whatever you got. I got
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna start by casting Mind Sliver, which is an intelligence saving throw.
That's a natural 1.
Okay. So that's 7 damage. Not that I feel like the damage matters at all.
Okay.
And then I'm going to quicken Polymorph,
Oh,
Okay.
which
And
is
this
a
is
wisdom
wisdom.
saving throw minus a 1d4.
Okay, so that is a 24 minus 2.
Damn it! Well, that does nothing.
So you attempt to polymorph him, and he just looks at you. By the way, at the end of everyone's turn, go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw against the fright.
God.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw, please. It's only a 15.
Okay,
Do I take
Oh.
more damage?
you do. That is another 16 damage. I forgot to use Alara. Alara saved from the ability. You are in desperate need of a cleric right now.
Oh, yeah.
So she's going to take her initiative now. In fact, just in case it makes a difference, I'm going to be merciful here. Undo that damage.
Okay.
Because I never rolled initiative for her and she got a natural 20.
Nice.
So she is going to move before you. And she has the perfect thing for this. Yes, she does. Okay, she's going to cast Beacon of Hope. She's going to do that with her action. So she's concentrating on that. And she can't do anything with a bonus action. That's fine. Okay. So I'm going to give you one more roll because she gives you advantage on wisdom saves.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh my god, that's worse. 3.
Okay, so you do take that 16 points of damage. Okay, that brings us to Samugi and Cass. Start your turn with a wisdom saving throw at advantage, please.
It's at the start and the end.
I'll allow you to choose when you want, but you could choose to not take the damage if you do it at the start.
I will. Alright, my plan is to run towards the stairs and dash. I'm trying to get out of this fog, but do I have to still take it for starting my turn in the
Roll. Start your turn with a wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
or else you'll take damage.
Natural 20.
Okay, so you're no longer frightened.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
Running towards the stairs. Action dashing.
Action dashing. Cass is out. Okay, so you're up there with Briggs. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
I'll throw out just before I fully go up deck. I'll throw out a bardic inspiration to Varric. Don't kill yourself here. Beat him up, but make sure to fucking run.
Okay. Okay, Samugi, you're up.
I rolled. Okay, well, my wisdom saving throw is a 26.
Okay.
I'm going to summon my astral arms. That's a dex saving throw.
He fails.
Wow, okay. 9 points of damage. Force damage. Okay. Yeah. And I'm gonna attack. No, that was my bonus action. No, can that be my regular action? My summoning of arms, or is it always just only a bonus action?
It can be.
Okay. Great. Okay. It's okay. It actually doesn't matter. I'm going to strike twice. 19 and 18.
Okay. Both miss.
Okay, well. Okay, so I can't use my stunning strike then because that's only when I hit.
That's only when you hit.
Fudge. Alright. Well, I'm going to run in the same direction that Cassius ran.
Okay, after your strikes.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to take an opportunity attack at you. And that's going to hit with a 25. All right. What do we got going on here?
Done. I'm done.
With a regular attack with no smite, this is going to be 25 points of damage.
Oh, I'm still alive. Okay. All right.
Okay, so with your movement, I'd say you can make it about up here at the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to back to Sundara never went, I believe. Oh no, she did.
I did.
Okay, that brings us back to Gunner. He is going to use his bonus action to enlarge. His head he's now like hunched over the ceiling. And he's gonna beat on Varric. That'll hit, and that'll hit. So it's 29 for the first hit, and 24 for the second hit. So Varric is at about half now. And with that, he's actually going to rush over towards the stairs. He's literally too big to move. Oh god.
Can't fit up those stairs.
He actually can't really fit. So he's gonna be stuck over here. God, the mini's too big. What do I do? Come on. Come on.
He's almost so big that he would have disadvantage on everything.
I'll give it to you. I'll roll again. Alright, one of those would have missed him then. God. Alright, so that brings us back to you guys. What are you all doing? We'll say Gunner is actually kind of stuck right over here. He is just trying to like reach for Cass. I fucking can't. I can't even fucking move the mini. So top of the round, what are you guys doing?
Anybody? I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
You guys are down in the shitty area.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say, actually, for what it's worth, Briggs is going before you guys.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
So, fucking get this shit off my fucking screen. God damn it.
You're in build mode?
No, I'm not. There we go. Okay. Okay, Briggs is going to rush over here towards the ship's core. He is going to make an attack to lob a firebomb at the barrel of gunpowder that he left, and then he's gonna use the rest of his movement, bonus action dash to jump overboard.
Attaboy.
Great.
I see him do that, and I jump off the other side.
Okay, Cass jumps off the other side. Okay, the rest of you would hear a thud. From the top of the ship. Wow. What are you guys doing?
Well, the stairs are blocked by a big scary guy. And I don't really want to, or I can't even get closer to him if I wanted to because I'm still frightened.
Well, you make a save at the start of your turn.
Okay. I did drink a healing potion.
Okay.
And
You have advantage.
say that again.
You have advantage.
Oh, sweet. Oh my gosh, so bad. 8 and a 5.
Okay, you fail, and that's going to be another. And 14 points of psychic damage.
Ouch.
Alara is going to interrupt your turn by taking her own to do some healing here. She will bonus action healing word you. And it just does max. So that's 14 points of healing. And then she'll use her action. I don't know how to use her healing action. So, never mind. She is just going to use a Thorn Whip on Gunner. And that's going to miss. And she is going to run over this way as far as she can and get into his space. And that's her turn. Okay, Sandara, you can use the rest of your turn.
I think the only thing I will do is Mind Sliver again. For now.
Okay. Fails to save.
Sweet. It's 5 damage.
Okay.
That's bad.
Varric is going to continue wailing on Gunner. Miss. Miss.
Is there another way to the top of the ship?
No,
it's only those stairs.
If you had some magical way, maybe. But physically, that's the only way.
Are there any points where we could break the wall open or something like that? Is there a window or anything?
Down here, let's see, not really. It's like pretty much solid wood. Yeah, below decks, there's no windows out. Okay. Do you want to use any? I guess I don't know that you can kind of use some movement to go catty corner to him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
You can get about there. Okay. Samugi.
Can I see out the top? Like, can I see the deck from where I'm standing?
Yeah.
Okay. Did I see Cass and that other guy jump off board?
Yeah, I need to resolve. Okay. So there is a. And Cass, you jumped over.
Yeah.
There is an explosion. This is all from an old encounter. Here are these guys. No one is in the radius of it. Thank goodness. And it's actually going to blow a hole in the ship here.
Nice.
That's cool.
As the core of the ship explodes.
Is there any more gunpowder in sight?
Not from where you are.
Mm-mm.
So
Is
I would
anyone else
say-
gonna go?
Technically, Sandara, I feel bad because technically that would have happened before your turn. So you do see this blown open. It happens at the same time. You see this blown open, right as all that happens, floor. So there's line of sight to the deck of the ship.
Sweet. I'll Misty Step up there. Oh wait, no, I can't. I took a bonus action to heal, so
That's
I'll
right, you
just hang out
Gotcha. Okay.
underneath the hole.
Samugi.
Well, seeing as there's not much else I can do, Samugi is going to take a running swan dive off the side of the ship.
Okay. Samugi jumps off the ship. Alright, that brings us to anyone else not go yet? Okay, then Gunner's gonna keep swinging on Varric. Hit. Ooh, does this? He actually misses one. That hits, and then his bonus action to hit. That's a natural 20. So we'll do the natural 20 first. Jesus Christ. Too many dice to roll. Oh god, that's high. That's so high. What is that? It doesn't say. Okay.
Oh,
All right. And then with the second strike, Varric's gonna go down. So you watch as he holds up his hand, these shadows of like a more slender gunner just jump up from behind Varric and just start like eating the flesh off of his bones. And as he's pinned down, Gunner just raises his hammer and with a sickening thud, just hits him in the top and the back of the head and knocks him to the floor in just a puddle of blood. Varric is not moving, and Gunnar has a hammer raised over his head for the coup de grace. That brings us to Briggs is swimming. Anyone else who wants to go? I guess Alara. I'll let you guys choose what you want Alara to do. Actually, that's too much pressure. I'll just do it. He has some kind of healing that she can do. Oh, here we go. Preserve life. 40 hit points. Okay, so you'll use Preserve Life on Varric to give him 40 hit points, and then she'll use a Mass Healing Word on the two of you. Yeah. And she'll actually do a 4th level Mass Healing Word. So that's going to be 19 hit points to you, Sundara, and another 19 to Varric.
God damn, that's a lot of hit points in one turn.
Yeah, so it's for Varric, that's a 59 hit point swing.
Okay. I will. Can I see to? Oh, sweet. Does she make it out?
Well, let's see, because Gunnar's going to hit her.
Oh, shit.
That's a natural 4. That might miss. What is her AC? Her AC is 18. So he misses. Okay.
Can I see to the top deck through that giant hole? Or I guess I could probably also see from the
can.
top of the stairs.
It's around this point that you notice there is this arcane crashing sound that happens right behind you, and you watch as the rune that sits there is now unpowered, and the ship is beginning to sink.
Fuck yes.
Cool. Cool. I am going to vortex warp Varric to the top deck.
Okay.
If he'll allow me to.
He will.
Sweet.
Okay, you vortex warp Varric out.
Oh, I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's right.
That's a 14.
Fail.
Cool.
So that is going to be another 8 plus 18 points of psychic damage.
I think that's all I can do right now. Because I can't move that direction, and I cast a spell, so I can't do any other spells right now. Unless I cantrip.
Okay. Samugi, did you already go?
No, but what did I? I don't know, but I'm swimming.
Oh, you're
So,
you're swimming. I will say you've got your clockwork soldier that we've not
Oh,
heard.
I should have vortexed him out, too.
I'm gonna say, given you're being attacked, it is going to just start attacking Gunnar. I'll give it 2 rounds because I forgot it.
I did too, a bit.
God, what is its? I gotta look up its stats.
I can roll for it if you want. It's got.
Yeah.
Where is it? Attack roll.
I think it's a +5.
Yes, +5 to hit.
And it does 4 attacks.
Yep.
So, okay. Miss. 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 Miss.
Great.
Natural 1. Miss. 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 Last one. Hit. Okay. That's what hit once.
Great. That's a 1d6 plus 3. That is 9.
9. It does not do as much damage as you would hope. Okay. That brings us to Gunner's turn. He's gonna let you be. He's gonna go to the top deck.
Want that for me.
Let me out. Okay, so up here, he has nothing else to wail on because Cass is out. He's gonna wail on Sindara, or Alara rather. That's a hit, and that's going to be another hit. She's got a Constitution of 13. I don't think she's going to survive this. All right, where are we? Okay, so that's 16 plus 11 is 27 plus 8 is 35 for the first hit. For the second hit, she's already down. All right, Lars at 0. And with his bonus action, give me a second. I'm trying to make sure I know how this works. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. That's it. I think it's just you and Alara, so what do you want to do, Sindara?
I'll roll a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, roll a wisdom save. You don't have advantage anymore.
I wasn't doing. Oh my god, I got a 3.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't move up the stairs then because I'm still frightened. Is that right?
Well, you're taking damage first,
Yep.
and there's no one who can do anything about it. 7, 14 plus. Wow, that can't be right, but it is. That's 30.
What?
So you're surely down.
I am not. I've got
Oh wow.
solid 8 left.
Hey.
8 points, baby.
All right. Back to Gunner. As the ship is sinking, he's going to look out. It's a shame Eddie. Well, James is, or Varric is still up. Does Varric run? I think it's an honest question. Because I don't know that he would stay and fight this.
I feel like if he saw Alara go down, he would do something about it.
Yeah.
Eddie stipulated that he had 4 healing potions on his person, so I don't know if that's accessible. But
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because Varric can use his action to get Alara up, but then Gunnar could just knock her back down in one hit. So, but if that's what you think Varric will do, then that's what he'll do. He'll use his move. I mean,
You won't be able to get to her in time.
yeah, I mean, even if he was, let's say he was here, yeah, he could, well, sure, he can make it. So he will heal her.
Although I've never. Has Varric ever healed anybody?
I know, so I
I
don't know.
just realized that. I'm like, I don't think I've ever heard that sentence in the
And then
20
I'm
sessions.
gonna say he's gonna action surge and dash off the ship. I think that's what he would do. I'm being honest. I think he would run.
We can pull him when next session.
Yeah.
What would you have done?
What do you guys want him to do?
I want him to jump off the ship.
Okay, that's what he does. So he's out. Okay. Alara is up. She has a natural 20 on her initiative.
Does she have Blessing of the Raven Queen?
She does. But she needs to get Sindara out of that darkness.
That's cool. These are the consequences of my actions.
Wait, did you finish your turn?
I don't think I've. Did I go? I don't think
I
I've
don't
gone.
think you even went.
I
Yeah.
didn't go yet. Oh wait, I did because I took 30 points of damage. Oh, but then I didn't do anything after that.
Yeah. So you get the sense that like the darkness that you're in is what's causing that. So like you
Yeah.
got to get out of here.
Can I now Misty Step?
You can.
Oh, thank God. Okay, I'll do that. And then I will run to the edge of the ship. I will not jump off yet. I need Alara to jump off first.
Okay.
Oh, Leland! What happened to Leland?
He's around.
He's gonna drown?
He's around.
Oh. Misty Step is a leveled spell. Can I, as a quickened spell, commune with my sentinel and tell him to make sure that Leland and Alara escape?
You don't even have to do a quicken spell because it's a bonus. You use the bonus action.
Oh, you're right. Sweet.
So just a regular. So does Leland. You want your sentinel to help Leland escape.
Yeah. Grab and throw.
It's time
Okay.
Time to go on land.
Sure. Let's see how this works. Sentinel's gonna rush up. Okay. Got it. Bit of a tall order. What is it going to do? Okay. Sure. It's going to throw Leland overboard. I mean, the guy can't swim.
There's like 7 people in the water over there. Somebody grab him.
Sure. Okay. Overboard he goes. All right. That's Sentinel's turn. top of the round. Oh no, Alara didn't take her turn since she got knocked out. Oh yeah, because she had a natural 20, she can choose where to go in initiative, so she would have chosen to go last. She is going to Blessing of the Raven Queen, Misty Step here, and pull you down with her as she catches you. And start swimming as the ship slowly sinks with Gunnar just watching you. And I think that's where we will end the session.
We gotta save Leland.
That was the only good decision we made that whole session.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was just an entire fucked day.
It was bad. From rooter to the tutor.
Yeah. There's yeah.
I mean,
Eddie and
everybody's
James are gonna be like, what the
alive.
fuck?
No PC deaths, I guess.
What, Billy the Bosun? Oh, well, player characters, yeah, but poor Billy just got obliterated. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, since someone had to take a sacrifice,
That's fair.
and I'd argue he was the best one to take it.
Yeah, probably. Oh boy.
I can't believe our ship is destroyed. So sad.
I mean,
There's another ship out there. There's the Juggernaut.
Yeah, but there's no
It's
ships
not
that
on.
can fly to the Sky Shattered Isles someday.
I mean, starting off the conversation by burning his only thing that he wanted.
That was pretty ballsy.
I was like,
certainly set
if
it off
we
on-
can't have it, he certainly can't have it. What? I'm just gonna hand it over? No, F this guy.
Right?
Oh,
Negotiator.
I respected the shit out of that.
Yeah, it's ballsy.
Like, I hate this guy. This guy just throws us in prison, comes back, and is like, give me my effing ship. F you.
No, I'm all about that.
I mean, it's interesting that he's out of prison and he's maybe he's technically a escaped prisoner as well, but now he's out in the world doing stuff, so, we gotta contend with him.
So many problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
How do I...
well, you guys are figured out.